alone, then once again the same thing is going to happen like in the previous game. The side lanes will eventually start collapsing into the mid lane in and of itself. Now to counteract all of this though, of course Dogsent will be acquiring a little bit of team fight with the Wukong's command.
Wait, no, I couldn't.
You're almost as good as me. I'll be signing autographs out front.
And of course a little bit of pick-off potential with the Batrider. And cutting through the team fights will be the Jakiro. Very, very same time. Will Dogsent be able to force out game number 3 is rather a question in this series at this point. They do have the damage, they do have the teamfight orientations. If they can get the enemies into their own circles, right, then obviously Winter Bear won't really stand a chance. But there's just so much counter reaction coming out from Winter Bear, from Reckoning of the Souls to Primal Roar to Supernova to Chronosphere. All them circular spells and big AoEs are, I think they're going to be a little bit overwhelming. It's going to be hard for Dogsent to actually find these pickoffs in a way that would represent safety in any shape or form. So, I'm just a little bit worried as to how this game is going to, run its course in general. As Torches did say in our duo cast on the Upper Bracket Finals, these pauses are perfect opportunities for players to just spam out their voice lines. I still would wish that at least we would be able to play with our own voice lines, but I guess Dota is a cruel, cruel game where we don't get nice things in general.
Are you ready to rub?
Can I at least play them to myself? The Effie laugh? I miss the Effie laugh so much. Just recently, by the way, did see Effie stream Baldur's Gate 3. Currently playing Tactician difficulty, ladies and gentlemen, and she does a lot of fafoing about, and honestly, that's not uncommon for Baldur's Gate players, right? As it is, of course, also common in Dungeons and Dragons as well. Yeah, Fafo is a lot of fun in general in those games, and so it's the same amount of fun in Dota as well. Different builds, different approaches. I will be curious to see how Flocken will approach this Breholbach on the mid lane. Of course, facing off against Panda, a lot of return damage to be given over. Especially Flocken going for the Seeing Red. Basically trying to turn the Bristleback into some kind of, how should I say, Dragon Knight adjacent hero, right? Activating the Warpath will basically give you active damage, active movement. And the towers truly fall fast if you manage to stack up some stats with the Bristle.
Look out for fallen rocks.
Winter Bear with a similar approach as last game.
The battle begins.
Or we'll find the Avalanche, we'll level it up and steal rune number 3. Small advantage. A differential of 2 runes, not 1 rune. It will absolutely guarantee a little bit of supremacy on the lane. Not by much though, as Kai will be playing a tree with this Monkey King. Did not start off with Jingu Mastery against Bashka. Definitely a surprise, as Waveform will be first blooded on the top lane. I have no idea how... What? Wait, what is going on here? Panda! Tippage absolutely
Radiant's
warranted.
courier has
Dogsent?
been killed.
What? I'm gonna cosplay Bernie Burns over here. What? Or Mr. Burns, that is. Bernie Burns is a different character altogether. As Flocken. What did he have? Did I see that right? Did he have like 5 stacks of Shadow Rays on him? Like 3, whatever. It's like how did the Brechel not die? How he not die? But yeah. Well, I'm still intrigued by this Monkey King Bat Rider lane. Basically 2 heroes that kind of counter each other on the laning phase are now laning together. This is some kind of Chinese tech that has not been seen since Jinkyu has picked up Simeon Strider on position 4 of the Monkey King. We're on waveform. Hang out onto the play. Good with a liquid frost. Out comes the avalanche. But them tosses. They're just not there yet. Level 1. Kill on the tiny. Let's wait for him. Sacrifice half his HP. Let's save the beast. I don't like it that now you have to say Primal and Beast Master. Like, I just want to say Beast, but when I say Beast, it could be Primal Beast. Or Beast Master now. And the same thing, the same problem I have with Void. But it just keeps on releasing heroes with similar names. Like, I like calling Faceless Void the Void. Now that we have Void Spirit, right? Especially when you have both of them on the same team, it's just more confusing. I want my game to be simple and not have overlapping names. Same time, crying be over as Son of Shore will put an end to the crying of Fortnite Man. We'll be auto though, grabbing the kill. Early levels and gold on the Jakiro will definitely infuse your laning stage experience if you're Dogsent. 3-0 on the Dogsent side. Definitely a great start. Now, if you are kind of inexperienced in Dota, you'd be looking at this and be like, yo, they let them beat them in the previous game, now they're letting them beat them in the second game, it's so rigged and thick or whatever. I'd rather say Dogsent is just more of a team that kind of likes to adapt to the enemy side and then respond accordingly, as Flocken is more than happy to stack up the cool sprays. We'll have a 9 charge, 1 at the same time. Auto coming over to get the kill onto waveform. The liquid frost will tick through as the counter kill will still happen onto the tiny. And the only thing that I will say, the only positive thing about Flocken dying on that mid lane, the only positive thing about that is that the SF is just not last hitting. You are running interference on the enemy side as the Boundless Strike. Bashka, this is why you start off with Jingle Mastery, baby. But the problem is, you are not going to survive this one, my friend. Die. Looking for the deny, but Bashka does get a time lock. Not a first hit bash, but a bash nonetheless. As Winter Bear will not lean over to the right side so easily.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower.
I do find it curious that Fortnite Man constantly dodging to the bottom of the stairs instead of the middle part of the map. An interesting chess rule in general that I was taught back in the day, which does apply to Dota as well. You usually tend to avoid lanes towards the middle part of the map, not to the outer part of the map. That's fairly unusual for me that both of these teams are actually utilizing the outer part of the map right now to the T, but maybe this is just a new generation of Dota players that have reached Immortal post 2023, post 2024, and they're just utilizing the outer part of the map, right? To a more efficient extent. Now, at the same time, you know, you can ask more experienced analysts than I, like Period Flax and such. Although, yeah, Period is mostly an interviewer and talent. Currently on Dream League, he did have this to say that he does not like the bigger map in general. But even so, with the big map, it is shrinking fast as Panda and Waveform will get caught out on the mid lane. The light might just be the third one. Blocking will still die to Mr. Icarus. And so will Auto to the tower. But a 3-for-2 exchange is definitely worth it for Dogsent as they continue the Shenanigans gameplay. Speaking of Shenanigans gameplay, though, sub 7 minutes, we do have Flocken reaching a 3.5 net worth over a good old 2.8 on Panda. So the Gambit is paying off, per se. Scoreboard, funny. At the same time, the risky gameplay coming through from Dogsent will guarantee them double Shrines of Wisdoms in this second game. They form a Fortnite man not joining in on the Shrine of Wisdom circle on time. Them having ignored this outer perimeter this time around. Being their downfall. Good attempts for Fortnite man though. To cut the trees down and to catch up Kai, but Auto will be the one tossed back and avalanched. Fortnite man will finish off the kill on the two-headed dragon with the wild axes. Is Boschka going for the Turo gameplay. I like to build up the Helm of the Dominator ASAP. They form, looking for the wraparound. Flocken. I'll be looking to some Floggin as the Power Rune will be on the bottom. It will be an illusion on top of everything.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, the Bristle is farming massively fast. I am a little bit surprised that Dogsent did not capitalize on this. If they would have made stacks, at least just a double on the hard camp and on the Ancients, Flocken would be having a much better time. He is going for first item Lotus. I will say Dogsent are truly looking for a nice little tempo in this game number 2. Yeah. Son of Shore with some early aggression of his own will be 203 now. On the Wind Ranger as Fortnite man. 9 minutes in, not even at the first item of the Aghanim Scepter. So yeah, Drum of Storm is definitely the play here for Winter Bear. This is Boschka. The Helm of Dawn of his own. Did utilize Chronosphere for something, but it looks like he did not manage to acquire anything with it. Yes, instantly, this first creep will be given over. Son of Shore. Look fine with the Shackle. Ice Path will ensure that the light could die here. No power shot available for Son of Shore, but at the same time, the right clicks will connect. God Kid looking to connect. Does have the Drum of Endurance. Panda trying to go for the Reckoning of the Soul, but it ain't happening. Wait for it. Trying to help out as much as possible with the Avalanche, but the cutoff is just not there. Auto will be surviving. Boschka cutting off the wrong tree as Mr. Chronosphere will be dunked on. The Shackle will connect him to his own creep as Kai will throw out the Wukong's command as well. Waveform just cannot shake off the King of Monkeys. As one by one, Winter Bear just lost 4 people trying to rotate into this bottom tower. A little bit of pressure relief on Fortnite Man, as he only has 1 component out of 4 so far on the Nagnums. We'll keep an eye on that, because the Drums of Slom will definitely be a turnaround point for Winter Bear.
You get nothing. Don't mind if I
There's a 4,000 net worth lead. Dogsent They won a game 3 and they won it yesterday.
That's for me.
Boschka. Gonna shake them off. Good with the toss in. Panda will grab the free kill. Auto. Vision. Oh, it's there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Reform will be given a bit of golden XP for this. The center shore.
Radiant
Not
structures
committing
are
focus
fortified.
fire on a tier 1 tower just yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And is
Radiant's
almost
bottom
done
tower is
with
under
Maelstrom.
attack.
And the Wind Ranger is auto. Will be committed on by Boschka with the Chronosphere. There's another time walk to be had over here as Son of Shore is looking to get away with the Wind Run, but will turn around with the Shackle and the Focus Fire. Panda, the Record of the Souls, will try and attempt a save as with the time dilation, it's a 4-time slow on Son of Shore. Good with the catch as with the Supernova. They are planning to lock in, flock in over here. In with a toss in play as Fortnite Man will keep him under the sun. The bristleback will die as the pause 1-2 fall for this. Kai jumping about and trying to be helpful, but will lose out on the tree he was standing on. Fortnite Man and Panda God and a little bit of threat inside the Macropyre, but Delight will be delighted to get a little bit of burn damage onto Auto so that Boschka can finish off the play. Winter Bear will even it back up, or sweeten the deal at least. After that terrible fight on the bottom lane, they will get a good one this time around. Technically, can we say team wipe? I guess not. I mean, Godka did die almost about half a minute before this whole ordeal of a fight broke out. But I'd say, nah, fam, that's not a team wipe over there. A little bit too late for my liking. As Godka will be tossed in for some fun onto Boschka's creep. Out comes the Avalanche. This is just stop up Mr. Wukong's command, but Mr. Wukong's command does still need 10 seconds for Wukong's command. With his long black myth, he will go for the Boundless Strike as Son of Shore did hit the Shackle. Yeah, Journey to the West is a long book. What are you thinking? What were you thinking about? Get your head out of the gutter. So, great game, Black Myth Wukong. Do highly recommend. If you like those types of games, as Boschka. Time walk. Another escape attempt as he did a good job maxing out time walk. The max.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Having time lock though will be a little bit more cumbersome to hit those kills as waveform is being mitigated as well. Dogsent are showing teeth. And they want to continue the aggro as well. I like the fogged tree basically being visual to us spectators, but
Dire are
movements
scanning.
will always be comical to me. In terms of objectives, Dogsent will take a lead of 1 so far.
Heist.
They are once again targeting Fortnite Man and his lane. Poor Beastmaster only needing 400 gold for the Aghanim Scepter. He's not going to have the opportunity to complete it for now. Good with the lasso and a little bit of a pullback. The Dogsent team is just descending on the egg. As night falls,
Dire's middle tower.
Free
is
of
under
Winter
attack.
Bear just
Radiant's top
basically
tower is
die.
falling.
Waveform, surprisingly enough, will manage to pick up the 14-minute Shrine of Wisdom. But Dogsent got what they came for,
Dire's
and will
middle
clear out
tower
your ancient
is under
stacks as
attack.
well. 21-13, Winter Bear. Guess I could
Dire's
say it's
middle
starting to
tower
look
is under
rough.
attack.
And it's not as bad, you know, for Winter Bear as it was for Dogsent in the previous game. But we are certainly getting there. The tier 1 objectives are gone. What else are you going to do? Start tickling tier 2 towers. Maybe. Maybe even a little bit more aggression once these auras start coming out. I with the Diffusal Blade on the Monkey King. Very traditional of a mid lane build coming out from the Monkey. Fully skipping the boots though. An interesting approach. Yeah, of course you primarily want to move with the tree since you do have Simian Stride. And reducing that cooldown to 0 is an amazing feeling for the Monkey. As you can see, Kai not really having that many problems with movement. Sure, getting 68. Ah, 1 damage point away from it being a nice damage bonus. Yeah, with Waveform showing up on the top lane, Kai on the hunt.
Rolling out.
Son of Shore. Glimpse angle. Good toss back on to Son of Shore. As the Wind Ranger is in trouble, Fortnite Man will ensure that the wind will die. Fortnite Man going to fight off Kai. The completed Aghanim's Scepter is proven to be cumbersome. The Ice Path along with the Magnifier will hit. Fortnite Man looking to man fight this as Boschka joins in on the fun. Flocken will be eating a lot of this time lock damage into play, but the Chronosphere is just not enough to kill off the Bristleback just yet. Boschka not having a friend will definitely hurt. Faceless Void is on another time walk. Boschka is just buying himself time. But is there an opportunity for a turnaround, especially with Panda and Delight finally joining the fray? Supernova was a good zone, but in the end, having to kill on Son of Shore and the 2 supports is nice. But losing Fortnite Man like that will not allow you to go into the Roche Pit just yet. Minutes in, Kai down in the river,
Thanks so long.
taken out of commission. And then the rest of the team on the search. They're on the hunt. Yeah. It's more of a deterrent of let us Roshan in peace. Coming out for the boys as Waveform. What? He saw him with the ward and manages to get the toss from the low ground. What a dunk play on Godkid from Waveform. Once again, he is showing that he's an expert on this tiny. And man, oh man, he is really good at finding these tosses. I played this hero, but
Radiant are scanning.
he's making it look so easy. So annoyingly easy. Okay? Avalanche, toss, Fortnite Man. The airline's delivery of kills. Waveform just coming through as Flocken, the Haste Rune. Challenge anyone. Challenging him. A build reminiscent of Amar, the friend. Flocken is going for the Sanjay and Yasha build post Lotus Orb. Nothing to reflect the amount of damage that you tank up with the Bristle. But more than likely with the mid lane Bristleback here not going to be building the Blade Mail in general. 20-minute Tormentor going to the Winterbear side. The more interesting part in all of this is waveform! Stop! Stop! That monkey's already dead. Oh my word, how? The only thing I can think of is that he's just spam clicking the button on his friends. Or that he saw the monkey for a minuscule second, you know, going away, going through here. And then just basically cutting through this tree line. And then finding the toss.
Bottom tower is under
And he's
attack.
just spam clicking the toss as Kai is trying to make a move with the Monkey King.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kai coming in from behind, trying to get the cutoff play onto waveform. They get rid of the Tiny, which has been one of the biggest problems throughout these games. But so far, even with a Supernova drop combined with a Chronosphere, everything thrown into it, they will find enough damage to get Flocken and Son of Shore. Pause 1-2 down. Winter Bear. The fight back is working. Still on Pandas. God Kid will be slowed, but will be slowed to a crawl. Bashka throwing out the stone. Get the Bat Rider. There is a lasso to had here to just easily kill off Bashka in that fight. I mean, what did you expect is gonna happen?
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
with the Boots of Bearing, it's a massive disengage from God Kid.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Zalepa. Pando. Looking for the angle in the distance, but no cigar. Chasing Kai is kind of a waste of time. Do agree with that. One of the reasons why it doesn't happen either. And not knowing where there is vision, he's going to try and wait for Delight. Get in a good position for him to actually get the kill. As Icarus dive will cut him off the tree. Fortnite Man, looking for the answer. We'll have the Primal Roar in about a second, but the distance is a bit too long for his liking. Ice Pack cutting off the Beastmaster as Flocken joining in on the fun. They will eventually get Kai, but at the cost of losing Fortnite Man. Greed on both sides. We'll push it playoff for both sides. If I'm at the same time looking for Yules, basically raising up the Wind Ranger is definitely a good technique. Set him up for Chrono, set him up for Reckoning of the Souls. Any of those combinations. Right farm. For the catch, the Shackle will be catching the Tiny once again. Right farm will be the sacrificial lamb. No Chrono Supernova commitment this time, since it was under Wukong's command.
Radiant's
Wukong's
middle
duress,
tower is under
so to
attack.
say. As Fortnite Man will be committing with the BKB and the Primal Roar. Good with the catch is Kai. Looks to cut it off onto the side. The focus fire is ticking off, but catching onto Son of Shore is a tougher ask. At the same time, the sun will fall as Son of Shore will be disarmed. Bashka in the middle of this fight, though, is kind of stuck in the middle, as no Requiem will be used by Panda in this fight.
Radiant's
Dogsent
middle
are
tower
just
is under
free to
attack.
go for the chase down. The light is next as 4 die now on the Radiant.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dogsent are forcing this aggressive Caveman Dota onto Winter Bear. They just want to use their teamfight abilities, but as Panda God will finally throw out that Ring of the Souls, it's not getting them kills. They had a nice little opportunity to recover, as with the Silver Edge, a nice attempt at taking out Flocken, but neither Son of Shore or Flocken will die at this encounter. It took him a while to get here, but Dogsent are once again back in the lead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The audience agrees, Gaben agrees, everyone agrees. Dogsent is just doing a really, really good job. This is game number 2. Walking now with the BKB. Pretty much be able to dodge half the spells that Winter Bear have to offer. Of course, the ultimates will still be a little bit pesky, but Wrecking the Souls not gonna be an issue anymore. I'm trying to mitigate the lasting presence of the SF and such. No-toss combo and then shut down. Monkey will fall. It's Flocken.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dogsent are kind of acting like the dog that actually caught the ball but doesn't really know what to do with it. Tier 2 line is open for both teams. Basically, either a Roche engagement or an objective contest is the only way this will end. But with Dogsent committing to this Roshan, I'm not so sure about that move, but I will take it with the eternal words of Kuroki. Well, with Bashka not coming around the bend on time, Roche is about to fall, boys.
Roshan has fallen.
Wait for him. Look to post engage. Does not find a toss back as it's a good double shackle. On the other hand, wait for him. Falling for this fight as the lasso play will be catching Fortnite Man. Winter Bear? Are we dropping this ball? We're absolutely dropping this ball. 3 of them die. As Winter Bear, they had their finger on the pulse. They knew that the Roshan is happening, but Bashka does not TP in on time. Oh, it is a catastrophe for them. Yes, you still get the Monkey King as compensation, but with this Aegis, Dogsent will start to push. Another focus fire being available. If you force out the fortification, you are golden. Look at that. Son of Shore is tethered to the enemy tower. Wait, don't tell me that does not look like the tether animation, right? With arrows in it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Nah, that's just what focus fire looks like. It's ugly. Obviously not. I have the Arcana myself, and it's pretty fun.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
According to the national team, Hungary, that is, a lot of my players used to call this, or a lot of our players, Hungarian players, used to call this the nicest Arcana in the game. I would dispute that personally. I think CM
Radiant's top tower is under
looks really, really good. So does SF. Legion Commanders is pretty up there. But I'd say my favorite Arcana, actually, I think we talked about this not so recently, the Monkey King. It's Flocken. Gonna commit to that high ground. Out comes Boschka with the Chronosphere. They will overlap it with a Supernova as Kai and Flocken and Gokken will join up onto the egg. The egg will fall down as Kai will lock in onto the Faceless Void. Double buybacks coming out from the Tiny and the Phoenix. But as Boschka falls, so does Fortnite Man. That looks to be a potential dieback on the Light. And with the Phoenix gone and no casualties beyond the Monkey King suffered, this could definitely be double racks for the Dogsent side. Blocking like an absolute G, just taking up all this damage. Not really caring about the fact that he does not have mana anymore, or that he's Silver Edge, or that he's mitigated. But just keep on going with Godkid. As Godkid sets himself reeling and running with the Boots of Bearing. Wait for him at the same time. Will go down. Can the creeps get him? Is rather the question. As Panda with the right clicks will at least break the Aegis. Godkid for the pullback. Does have the lasso. Will grab the SF. And we'll finish him off. 80 long seconds without the Shadow Fiend. There's still Boschka and Fortnite Man to protect. But Dogsent go for the Jugular. Tier 4s now. As these are tanky towers with only one set of racks being taken down. But bonus armor be damned. Flocken does hit hard with the AC. One more set of fortifications onto Boschka. They will try and go with the Manta Style. There's one last dodge. Kai, the Wukong's command, ensuring that the territory is protected for them. Supernova, available in 6 seconds. One last stride for Winter Bear. Macrofire, locking them into play as Boschka is looking for the angle. 13 seconds onto Chronosphere, but as the Supernova is dropped, the egg will be destroyed, and the Ancient's at half HP. GG will be called as Dogsent will even up the series. Was it what I expected? Hell no. But honestly, good proof of concept for the Wind Ranger carry. All you doubters out there and Slacks fans can just shut the hell up. And Wind Ranger by Son of Shore definitely delivered in this game number 2. Throwing a very standard build, by the way. But I think the MVP title in this game, in my eyes, would be going to Flocken and Godkid, as their kill participations are so damn high. It's kind of hard to deny that they were basically the main, how should I say, not actors or agents, the main influence of what the game's outcome became overall. But yeah, Dogsent in general just bounce back with these weird approaches into fights. Positioning can still be improved upon, actually, throughout the whole region of Europe and Tier 3. You know, this level of Dota is still a bit messy for what we're usually used to on tournaments like Dream League or Blast or etc. etc. But Dogsent, this time around, definitely bouncing back nicely and coming through with the vision game and a bit better positioning in these fights. Winter Bear overextending to basically reach their targets will always be losing. Fortnite Man, Delight, or even Boschka in some situations. You are over-reliant on the Time Walk and not actually going for the backtrack overall. The Shard, in and of itself, I think would have definitely saved Boschka in more than one situation. But with Winter Bear not committing to it, I guess great for our second match of the day. Straight onto the snake. But as the Viper Strike will be dodged out, Panda looking a little bit worse for wear. I'll be taking the Lotus from waveform. He'll just fly on or crawl back or slither. So, I mean, Vipers is flying snakes, so do flying snakes slither hither? I don't know. Whatever. Panda will be walking back to the fountain and then EP out to the mid lane, or actually go up top. Why not go up top? 3-man rotations once again from Dogsent. It is more than effective from the boys here. The Seneschor does not have full main missile. And Auto is nowhere near to actually give Chaotic Offering to the Mars.
Dire are scanning.
Rhino Wisdom at minute 7. The Light will manage to get the steal as Waveform secures theirs. A Dream Coil will be stolen for this, but in my opinion, this is just worth it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'd give my life as a position 5. 10 out of 10 if it means double Rhino Wisdom secures. For an even exchange, maybe not. As we start rotating over into the mid game, the puck is looking extremely worse for wear. God Kid, on top of the net worth chart, is going straight for an Orchid as well. Is your main Orchid target beyond the Morphling, who is going to be building a Manta style anyway? Very much curious what the long-term ramifications or intentions with this item is going to be.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hawken looking for the efficiency. Looking a little bit worse for wear. Boschka. Potential waveform actually. Will Nagi be committing onto the Phoenix, knowing full well that Kai could just be behind Firebird.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top
Here
tower
one's being
has fallen.
exchanged. Fairly curious to see.
Scanning.
Odo.
Radiant's
Actually give us the first team fight of the game. Dotkid having to pop Supernova is going to be fairly rare.
Interesting.
Right, a waveform standing by. Really looking to engage here. Getting outside the shore did not happen either. Fairly curious to see though. The first Vendetta. Or will he be managing to catch?
Radiant's middle tower is under
Doesn't have
attack.
Mind Flare yet. Same time, so base is there. Seneschor is not aware of what's going on. As on the mid lane, we do have Panda being dived on with the Chaotic Offering. Seneschor will get caught. And the Carapace play is a little bit too early from waveform. The Gyrocopter will survive as the plan is a fail. Dogsent will get 2 kills for the price of none.
Fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
10 minutes in, 10 kills on the board. I do enjoy
Radiant's
a good
middle
1 kill per
tower has
minute
fallen.
game. Would enjoy a little bit more carnage, but I will have to wait just a little bit longer. Panda, done with the TP boots, is not having any item queued just yet. Boschka, a straight up right click build coming out from the Morphling. So we have Son of Shore, going for the Dragon Lance on top of the Falcon Blade. Down bottom. Action does not stop. Of course. Carapace being one of the massive counters to the Phoenix. It's basically a radiance that you have with the Dying Light that you can basically never turn off. The waveform does have
Dire's
a potential
bottom tower
free
is
kill
under attack.
almost every time.
Radiant's middle tower is
Farming in
under
enemy
attack.
territory was spotted. Doors flocking. Looking to commit on to the next assassin
Dire's
or
top tower is under attack.
just damage down waveform.
Side. Puck out.
Flocking uses the illusion rune waveform. Just fair distance from all of this. Fortnite Man and Son of Shore are exchanging creeps on the top lane for free. No immediate rotation just yet to that tier 2 tower. Winter Bear. We'll get an Orchid reveal as the light, the back and forth avalanche is coming through clutch. Boschka
Radiant's
finding the good kill as waveform
Ability.
will ensure that they will be getting God Kid without auto dropping his chaotic offering. I'm a little bit torn. I do believe it was still on cooldown once the sun was dropped. Thus Flocken drops the Dream Flow here. The action does not stop. Fortnite Man go for the God's Rebuke and the cut down, but as the
middle tower is under
fall
attack.
down comes straight into the middle of the fight, Winter Bear are just going to turn it around and get a crosshair straight on Son of Shore. The poison attacks will be stacking up as Flocken tries to keep running away. Will be successful for now. Nuz has enough mana for the TP, but Delight has the puck in his crosshairs. I dare you to jump away. With the ice path, they will stall the curveball connection. As with the spear, they will catch him. Impale from the other side from waveform. Will secure the puck. Now, we've been here before with Winter Bear taking control in the mid game. But this does not mean guaranteed success just yet. Even though Gaben is kind of biased and saying 78% straight out of the bat at minute 14, I kind of do agree if they do get a nice chunk of net worth lead, they should start be taking over territories where the Gyrocopter just cannot farm at all. 40-minute Shrine of Wisdom being ignored this time around. Winter Bear are just not accelerating themselves enough yet. Want to stick on lanes, they want to fight. Has. Over the Amplified Damage Rune, Waveform will steal it, but it will be at the cost of his life. Once again, interestingly enough, Boots of Tranquility will be disassembled, locked in place.
Dire are scanning.
Or maybe he is just basically lying for you. Scepter,
Dire are scanning.
good play, Boschka. The Orchid is paying off. Out comes the Chaotic Offering as well. Waveform away for the Morphling as Fortnite Man comes in with the clutch. 3-man arena as they will move in, try and destroy the egg. The toss-up play from the Tiny is just not going to pay off as the Macropyre will burn 3 of them to the crisp. The reactive play from Winter Bear this time will give them victory.
Close, but not quite. Close, but not quite.
And I think the call from Panda is truly true. Close fight indeed, as the Fatal
Dire's
Bonds
bottom
did
tower is
guarantee
under attack.
1,500 damage in bonus to what the Tiny and the Phoenix did. But in the end, yeah, Fortnite Man makes it not even matter.
Radiant are scanning.
One of the reasons why in general I do prefer Warlocks just standing a little bit behind the front line of a Tiny and a Phoenix. Let them initiate, let them jump in, and then you can follow up with the Chaotic Offering and the Upheaval. Although in this case Auto is skipping the Upheaval all in all. Where it's planted, it is nighttime. I don't believe Panda is aware of what's going on. As the haste room will be picked up by the puck. Winter Bear lineup will keep on chugging. Reform. Good with the Nevada, good with the Impale. Nice little Avada Kedavra from Waveform. Will guarantee the kill. Dual Scepter coming out from Waveform. And the turnaround is there. God Kid is gone, and so is Otto. Flockin will go fly in. I mean, it's a fairy dragon with wings, right? Why not teach it to fly? Says Boschka.
Dire's bottom tower.
As I was torn, which form would Boschka be taking in these fights? But he is finding Waveform
Dire's
every
bottom
time.
tower has fallen.
I mean, sorry, not Waveform. Waveform is playing the Nyx. Finding Kai every time, but yeah, I have been associating the Tiny every single time I see it with Waveform once Winter Bear is playing. Apologies. But yeah, since Kai is being found every time, why not utilize the spells? The Avalanche is great, along with everything else, and the Yule Scepter coming out this early from Waveform is just paying off extremely well. Mind Flare still being available, one more Lotus to use, but Waveform does not want to waste it. It's full well that all these spells being wasted by Dogsent are just pulling away aggression and attention from Boschka and Fortnite Man. Game number 1 was looking extremely similar to this. And it's looking like Winter Bear, nighttime control, start taking objectives a little bit faster. I don't believe we're going to be seeing a sub-minute 20 Roche from either side. But this trend of fighting on the mid lane and taking triangles will continue. Toss back play onto the dragon as the light will be taught to fly this time around. Chaotic offering straight into the arena will help out the good old Dogsent for a little. Delight and Flockin, a nice kill exchange as Panda will join the fray. The Macropyre once again on the stairs is cutting them to pieces, or in this case, burning them, as Godkid will bring a little bit of fire of his own, will guarantee the kill of Fortnite Man and Waveform. But as Panda will get caught, Boschka looks to respond, and as Mr. Supernova is too far away, Boschka will take the tiny form for the 3rd time this game and chase away the gyrocopter. A 3-for-3 exchange.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Where an argument can be made that Winter Bear got a little bit more out of this, because they took a position 3 for a position. They took a position 1 for a position 3. Still, a support do be dying, as they should. Chaotic offering Golem was also taken, if I'm correct. That's just a little bit more money in the bag for Winter Bear. A sub-20 Roshan attempt. I'm kind of questioning why this is coming through. This Panda
Radiant are scanning.
is looking to complete one of the auras needed for Winter Bear to just snowball into this game. Type of insight done on the Viper. Boschka will be picking up the Aegis. I believe Fortnite Man will be building the Crimson. I would not be surprised if Panda just continues to be the aura man of this lineup. Or they'll just be skipping Crimson altogether. As Winter Bear are more than happy to transition into the Tormentor.
Dire's top tower is under
Easy
attack.
Tormentor secure for Winter Bear. Now with the break from Waveform. Actually don't know who you want to break here. Just break the Tiny, I guess. Not that essential in this game. Breaking a gyro would be fun. Oh, why can't I disassemble my items, man? Or is actually the chop shop breakable?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, what would that even look like? You just the guy would just try and disassemble items, and it'd be like, it's not working, it's not working. Because Gawkid will be caught out on the mid lane, trying to
Dire's
lurk
structures are fortified.
against the rest of the enemy team. Kai is not going to be taking Shrine of Wisdom number 2,
Dire's
though.
top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Looking for the wave cut than anything else. Tiny, more than likely. Going to try and pick up some creeps. Disengage with a TP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Although, in comes the setup, good with the impale, Panda. No keeping away from this one, my friend.
My poison.
Tier
Dire's
2
middle
number
tower
2
has
will be
fallen.
taken out by Winter Bear, as they are well on their way. Total map control with this just one Aegis. Leading with 10 kills as well at minute 23. It's looking like a dire situation for Dogsent.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Waveform. Execution style. Carapace catch doesn't work out, but there's still the Mind Flare as with the little Scepter. Waveform will be buying himself some time, and with the Blink, we'll get out. No aggressive Blink reaction coming out from the Tiny. But Man does not want to waste his combos.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 2 number 3 will be taken. And with a minute and 44 seconds left on this Aegis, Boschka and the boys will be approaching high ground. 24 minutes into the game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Winter Bear.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're sort of repeating game number 1, although it's not that bad of a beatdown as that one was. But it does seem to me
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
that Winter Bear are going to be delivering the Scholar's Mate,
Dire's
Dogsent.
bottom tower has fallen.
The mean team with the
Dire's
fun
bottom
social
barracks
media
are under attack. Radiant's top tower
has lost
is
their
under
first tier
attack.
3 tower, and despite Son of Shores and Flockin's attempt making all of this work,
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
so they're just going to be casual about this approach. Dual Scepter up in play. Carapace making for the play. Blink on blink action as finally, even with the Polywogs just trying to stop you, Locked will be executed.
Dire's bottom barracks. has
Meanwhile,
fallen.
on the bottom lane,
Dire's
full
middle
racks
tower
will
is
be
under
destroyed. Boschka moving on to the second tier 3. 30 seconds left on the Aegis. I don't know if taking a second set of racks in tier 3s will be possible. Or, I mean, it's possible, but will it be a safe approach? Is rather the question. And another toxin just inshore. Kai teaching Auto Delight how to fly. At the very same time, Boschka moving in. Good takedown of the Jakiro, but at what cost? What did this cost? I guess in this case it will be everything. BKB still available on Boschka as he is waiting for Flockin's spells before he wants to use his power. But from the low ground, Waveform ensures that Son of Shore will crash land. The buyback from the Tiny isn't really relevant as Winter Bear just refusing to leave. Ice Path coming out onto Gawkid. It will miss the Supernova-ing Egger, but as the Phoenix will fall, GG will be called by Kai. They won't try one more time with the Dream Coil and the Chaotic Offering. They give up. As Dogsent will be eliminated, Winter Bear will move on and face one of their previous demons. Oh, as Dota crashes as well. Nice. Idle screen. With that, Winter Bear will be moving on in this lower bracket, and with us basically having 10 minutes until the next match, we have some time to talk about what's next. Still, Dogsent with a really good performance, basically outmatching all of the expectations that they've met so far. Having beaten Yellow Submarine, having had a decent fight with BTC Gaming, still got 2-0'd, but I think the match was pretty fun to watch. And basically getting the 2-0 on Team Spirit Academy and Navi Jr. They are basically the Academy Team Slayers, but once you go at the King, you better not miss. They still force out a game number 3, but a little bit of a sloppy approach to the mid-game is, well, I mean, general. One of the bigger problems to most Tier 2, Tier 3 teams is Dota in general. But yeah, Winter Bear moving on. The champions of Season 34 will either have to face Yellow Submarine or BTC Gaming. Which of those two teams are going to be trying to go over Winter Bear is a rather interesting question. That will be answered in about 10 minutes. But until then, Winter Bear will take the 2-1 victory over Dogsent.
De la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más solo un trueno de horizontes, seremos miles, crecemos en número, solo un trueno de horizontes, seremos miles, y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
I will be very real with you, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin actually looked kind of decent, considering the kind of young and fresh Dota that they bring to the table. They always play the Flash Farmers, they love those Lunas, they love those Gyrocopters, they love everything fast and kind of out-tempoing in the carry department. Urza is a prime example of that. Get a Battle Fury, grab a ton of stacks, and kind of capitalize on that in order to hold on to the victory, right? I like it, as long as you can kind of keep your Urza ahead of the curve, as long as you can kind of keep that fuzzy-wuzzy bear just printing big money. Definitely the kind of playstyle that they're used to and that has gotten them very far. But the one thing I don't really like about Bitcoin, and that surprises me that they've lasted this long in the tournament, is their drafting as a whole. I feel like they're kind of limited in what they pick. I feel like they're kind of predictable. And one of the main advantages that they have is that a lot of teams just didn't really bother watching replays, didn't really play them that often, so they don't know what they're dealing with. Because Ryu, Kotaro, and MJZ, they're all three the kind of players that don't really have huge hero pools, but know the heroes that they do play well extremely well as far as the mechanical skill and those kind of niche combos or the item interactions that you first have to try in demo mode goes, right? So that's where their strength lies, but the weakness is just kind of the types of setup. And I like the Phoenix because there's zero good Acculus, there's a lot of good resources to protect the Phoenix. So I think that definitely alleviates Bitcoin drafting what they feel like picking rather than what they need here. And kind of gives them a lot of what they've been lacking with that stun lock. But also synergy, right?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back. Radiant team back.
Dragon Knight as well as the Void Spirit picked for, you know, getting removed from the game. And that's the thing. That's once again two of Bitcoin's best options for the mid lane being gone, especially against the puck, because you're certain that the puck is going to go into the mid lane, and against Dragon Knight you just don't do anything. You harass him, and Dragon Knight says, like, I don't care, I got my Dragon Blood, I regen it off. Against the Void Spirit it's kind of the opposite, where Void Spirit counters you and harasses the puck out of the lane, and can at some point even chase down the puck. The hero that's supposed to never be caught.
Dire team pick.
I like what we're seeing from the drafts, though. Like, I was criticizing Bitcoin's drafting, and it is one of their weaknesses. I will say that is a large part of what's gotten them down into the lower brackets, right? With a patch that's kind of disfigured out, that has a lot of options for most positions, I'll be real, but you also know exactly what counters which role in which position very well. I do think Yellow Submarine's super aggressive in-your-face playstyle just kind of gets rewarded by the current meta, and this last pick will either prove my point or show exactly why Bitcoin is still in the tournament. Because I love Slark, it's one of my favorite heroes, he's super hard to execute this patch. If he goes off, he's gonna have such a good game, but if he falls behind, if he doesn't get that momentum he needs for attack speed, then good luck hitting the Phoenix Chronosphere, the Phoenix Egg.
5 seconds remaining.
Arena is going to be huge as well. But everything good against the Slark. This patch is like really good. Leshrac, another pain in the arse for Bottega. Though you do have a Tiny with the AoE stun and the puck to at least keep Lumiere off of you. And Lumiere, he has a pretty hard game, I will say. Like, if he has a good game, then he's going to be really strong. But there's not that many great setups for the stun. There's not that many great hero matchups for you either. You do hard counter the stun, however. So the main reason that they pick the Leshrac is just to make sure that Bottega has absolutely zero semblance of a game. And if they can execute that, if they can kind of stick Lumiere on top of that Bottega Slark, make sure that Slark cannot steal up the regen, cannot get those temporary stacks to hit the Phoenix Egg with, everything is gonna be alright. That's going to be the game plan here for Bitcoin. I do favor Yellow Submarine draft-wise, but Kotaro, he just needs a lead, and it's still going to be their game. So I'd say draft-wise it's 55-45 in favor of Yellow Submarine, though I'm saying that as a Slark spammer. And Kotaro, like, I don't know. If the first 10 minutes the Battle Fury is already, like, going to come out at a really good timing, and Yellow Submarine have the Slark die once or twice, this game's gonna be a disaster. If the opposite happens, where Slark just gets 1 or 2 kills and kind of the necessary space to, you know, balance himself and just kind of chill, I think this is gonna be ridiculous. So that's kind of where I stand. Those are kind of the options I can foresee for this game.
Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are loaded on in, and I wonder what this game has in store for us. I'm always glad when I get to watch a Slark. I'm definitely looking forward to this one in particular, because Yellow Submarine, they're a team that we've seen consistently throughout the different seasons of EPL, but they do change their playstyle a little bit. They evolve bit by bit. They got caught off guard on the very first day of the tournament by Dogsent, and then in the lower brackets have just been looking incredibly strong, bringing that signature in-your-face playstyle where you deprive everybody of space, where you sit in their faces to make sure that your scaling kind of keeps going, even if you don't have the better late game, just because of how much faster you're farming.
30 seconds.
And Bottega, on the Slark, he has the perfect hero for that playstyle, right? Even if it's a very hard Slark game, even if he needs a very good 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the game in order to really facilitate the item timings he wants and hunt supports, be there in the early team fights. If he can pull that off, it's looking good. Let's see what the win rate says. Okay, so win rate also per default favors Yellow Submarine like I do, but the win rate also shows just how important the early game is, where every little coin of gold can matter. Yellow Submarine, however, get all 4 of the runes. Infernal may be in a lot of trouble for that, though. One more hit, and Urza is going to be given that first, but for the Battle Fury timing, I believe. Infernal can do nothing about it except sit and wait, and he knows what's going to happen, playing that Kotaro misclicks, but he will not. Kotaro just gets the first blood, gets some really good gold the way of his Battle Fury. And that's karma for all 4 of the runes, though Yellow Submarine, they still got the resources they needed, they still got that massive infusion of cash, and are going to be super happy about the current game state. Problems. For Tiny is one of his signature picks. Even the last couple of patches where the Tiny hasn't been looking so hot, he's been picking that, and he's one of those players that's gonna master the toss, that's gonna get the tosses off perfect every single time. Whereas for Bottega, I'm gonna be sitting here and as a fellow Slark player be judging his build, so I'm very curious to see when he's gonna deliver the aggression, how he's gonna develop the Slark into a true one position danger. As Prada, right-click battles against Tiny, even with the Tiny passive having been nerfed quite a lot on the low levels, it's still super annoying. Tiny Underlord, such a popular offlane lately. Just because of the first 3 levels of super tankiness being such a pain in the butt. Urza, though, he does not care. He has exponential physical damage scaling as Fury swipes. Scales up on the Tiny. Tiny will walk it off. And says to Kotaro, well, technically you can kill me, but is that worth 2 creep waves to you? And no, the support kill is never worth 2 creep waves. So Kotaro, back into the lane he goes, but he will continue applying the pressure. He will continue right-clicking everybody he can, any chance given. Beautiful gameplay there, for sure. Not too much happening, which benefits Kotaro so freaking much. He can just kind of make this huge ball of creeps in the bottom lane and keep it outside of his tower to keep the lane equilibrium just perfect. As long as he doesn't die, his Battle Fury is already coming in at a good, or at least alright pace. Good considering the lane, I guess, because if you pair Urza with something really aggressive like a Lion or even a Ringmaster, that in this case is that Yellow Submarine have picked up, the kill potential is there, and it's definitely massive. The same I can see for the Slark and Ringmaster combo, though, where if somebody gets double impalement arched and Slark just kind of steals away the attributes while they're being speared, it can lead to some very easy early kills. But MJZ, he knows that. Look at this Phoenix, always playing at or close to full health, just to make sure that Bottega cannot jump him. And Mars is a lot harder to jump, of course, having actual armor and a massive shield that he can kind of throw in your way, making him impossible to hit. As MJZ goes down on top. Literally the second I look away from the lane, they do go for the jump. But Bottega, he's not even done yet. He wants to be aggressive, and the impalement art! See what I mean? It's ridiculous. Ryu, this time around, he gets away. Simply because Slark, like, he knows he can get the kill, but then there's a teleport and you die for it, and that's not worth it. Still, the first point of agility secured for Bottega, and there's a jump. He is gonna try once again. Can he get Ryu? He can! 2 agility. Beautiful aggression with the Dark Pack being used to maximum extent. I love what we're seeing here. This is the kind of aggression that Slark needs. If you're too slow, you can simply not carry games successfully. MJZ trying to remove Slark's attack speed, but guess what? He can just purge that off at the cost of a lot of health. Yeah, but healing salve for that. The thing is with Slark is 90% of the good games that he would have had this patch, he has just been banned out. We almost never see that hero picked because half the games he just gets countered with heroes like the Phoenix, but like the Lash as well. Because Phoenix Mars is super popular, and while I know Phoenix is struggling so hard in the lane against the Slark, and Mars will as well, the Mars arenas plus Egg are still a difficulty for Slark to deal with. Infernal, though, gets dived on by Kotaro. Kotaro with very low health running away from the tower. As the support rotations from the mid lane are going to come back, though, he's going to be saved. Yellow Submarine already ahead in the gold department, however, and that's definitely something terrifying. I don't think the win rate is as big as Dota says it is, but Slark already having a good lane, and Yellow Submarine just kind of making the money to go into the mid game, where their aggression is truly terrifying. Definitely all on the mark. Speaking of on the mark, Prada gets tossed back into the puck, will be slowed up, will be ticking away with the Impale and a beautiful orb to finish him off. Mirade grabs himself a double kill. You might wish to retract your last move. As the pause comes out, Phoenix is gonna need a moment, so we are gonna be paused for a little while. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the network, you can already see that despite everybody still being pretty poor and us just being very early into the game, if things keep up at this pace, Yellow Submarine is gonna snowball so hard. I did talk a lot about how they love their aggression, how they love their in-your-face Dota, and this is exactly the kind of draft that allows for it, where a lot of in-your-face Dota can come out from 2 of the 3 lanes, and it's Kotaro who's really going to have an alright time dealing with it from level 6 onward, basically. Because Urza should be able to get out against anyone but Puck, plus maybe the Underlord. Like, you're gonna need 2 sources of lockdown at any given time, so maybe Dream Coil into a tossback, or, you know, Underlord plus Tiny. They have the potential to kill Urza, but with his ultimate it's gonna be very hard, it's gonna take a long time. So at the very least, that's one lane that Bitcoin just aren't gonna lose, even if the star snowballs, and Phoenix connects but then immediately disconnects. Yeah, pausing has been somewhat worse this patch. At the very least, this is looking like a very hype series that I'm definitely glad we get to see unfold. Phoenix reconnecting once again. And, well, of course, Slark is my favorite kind of hero in this draft, as I'm a Slark player and I really enjoy watching him. You should not overlook Mireille's puck, because the idea with this draft is what Slark lacks in late game scaling, and where Slark kind of falls off. You get the puck Aghanims, you get the puck Aghanims shard for the extra magical damage as well, and it's gonna come in so hard, just to kind of help stabilize the lane, just to kind of help keep everything at bay, right? So I don't know. If Slark gets ganked, if they rotate people there, then Mireille is gonna come in. And if they don't pressure the Slark and they don't pressure the puck, then both of them are gonna hit an insane late game. But if you just pressure one of the two, the other is always gonna farm, right? Because both of them have really good mid-game damage. Puck can kind of become a second carry should Slark fall behind, simply because of how many resources it takes to kill off the Slark with a well-used ultimate.
Strange time to hibernate.
It's one of my favorites as well. Like the early bait, where you go out of position as a Slark, wait for the enemy to commit resources to you, press R once, and run back out again. Because then the enemy is like, either they waste a 4-man rotation, or they dive and start a team fight that my team is anticipating. It doesn't work when you have a bad team, of course, but if you're all coordinated, if you trust both of your supports and your mid laner, and in this case, like I said, Puck really wants the kills, Mireille really wants to push that tempo, then I can see it work. Because Lumiere, he's been having a rough lane, he's been having a very rough early game, which is just the nature of the Leshrac, and where we don't see him pick that often anymore. But Lumiere is a capable player, and what he will be doing is farm stacks and use those really efficient Leshrac farm patterns to kind of snowball away, as the Wisdoms are going to go 2 for 2. With the gank rotation having been scouted out, there's not gonna be much more of a brawl unfolding over on bottom lane. Urza, he's currently not doing well. He needs to be ahead of Bottega. Slark counters Urza, not the other way around, because you steal attributes even if Urza has his ultimate on. And he's supposed to flash farm with the Battle Fury, because I know with the Battle Fury you're gonna catch up to the Slark, but him already having that big of a lead means by the time you're farming your Blink Dagger with the Battle Fury, Slark can, and this is what Yellow Submarine kind of have to do if they want to kind of keep pushing this tempo that they have right now, just farm heroes. Just have Slark run at supports and get agility. And speaking of running at supports, problems will get ran down. A very nice little pick-off kill for the side of Bitcoin. As Bitcoin, do they want to go for this Roshan or not? It is theoretically open for grabs. Lumiere still being bullied, still being pestered by that fairy dragon. The moment he goes off into the jungle, he's gonna start printing so much money. Until then, though, this lane is looking rough. And speaking of rough, he will dodge the Tame the Beast to, at the very least, not break the coil. But it doesn't really matter. He's still gonna die. Prada now also avalanche down, tossed back. And this is what I mean. Probably he knows exactly where he needs to go when in order to get that clean, 100% free toss back. Gets him every time. Well, it seems like a little bit of a tip duel happened between Urza and the Underlord. Not really sure what happened there. Urza's Battle Fury timing, it's alright. It's not great considering that he's 2-0, but he is 2-0, so he's still having a good lane. He's still also super terrifying at risk, just like the Slark.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Slark Falcon Blade, pretty typical. It's not 100% meta, like people still aren't sure what the main Slark farm item is, but the mana regen lets you spam out a lot of extra kind of dark packs for the farming damage, as well as for the harass, because you saw him use it super effectively in the lane to just kind of bully people away, make sure you're always zoning, always pouncing at people, and I like it. It's kind of sad that you don't do the regen steal anymore. It used to be so fun to play. As a fellow Slark enjoyer, I really, really like it. But it makes sense as to why. We're gonna see a bunch of rotations come out as Yellow Submarine, realizing they're ahead, really want to fight, but knowing that Lumiere is bringing in the bear, wants to give Urza an opportunity to do more than just farm, but they will not find an opening. 3k goldie for Yellow Submarine remains, as they're already snowballing hard, and that Battle Fury needs to come out in order to put a break to it. Kotaro, he's gonna get 12 at the very late 30-minute Battle Fury time. That's very, very good. But he could have had better, and they risked it simply because they want him to participate in a team fight so early, or even better, a pick-off kill. Because that extra XP, just getting past that awkward stage where you're still kind of iffy about whether you can jump or not with just a Battle Fury and a Blink Dagger, would really help get the tempo back against Yellow Submarine as Kotaro runs down Infernal. Infernal manages to walk himself away, and everything is gonna be alright.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Urza wants to jump, immediately gets scouted out by the Puck. They do have the rock though. Chaotic Offering is there. If Warlock wants to go, he can go. Just drop the rock on top of somebody while Kotaro gets slowed up the bottom. Tier 1 will be whittled down. Beautiful Fatal Bonds onto 3 though, and Infernal, he's the only one in the arena, but he's incredibly tanky and tied to the other one, so both Ringmaster and Puck get harassed while Infernal is executed. They, thanks to a beautiful turnaround from the Puck, however, get the Ringmaster, so even this turnaround that Bitcoin have been looking rather hard for will kind of be pooped on, right? Slark gets himself another point of agility. His first assist of the game is this time around Mireille that takes the kill. But both of them are carries. I don't think they care. The late game scaling is there. Slark did not miss his timing. This is why every time there is a potentially good game, Slark gets banned out. And I'm so sad that I didn't call it, because I even saw the Slark pick coming. Well, Leshrac just kind of pays the price. Ringmaster, however, got executed in pretty deep with the Golem and the surprise Fatal Bonds. As Underdog wasn't really able to protect him, and Ringmaster, no point in the escape act yet. He did not choose to put that one value point in, simply to have a little bit more harass damage, simply to make sure that his Slark can get the attributes, and as a fellow Slark player, I really appreciate that. Take notes, Ringmaster players in chat. If you see you're laning with a Slark, and the Slark doesn't need the escape act during like level 1 or level 2, then you skip it. If the first 2 levels Slark already gets harassed, then you take escape act at like level 2 or level 3 at the latest. But even then, only 1 point. As out comes the toss back on the Leshrac. Puck with the orb delivering a lot of damage. 2-man silence is gonna expire as Phoenix with the heal keeping them alive. Puck wants to go for more. If nothing else, you're currently zoning away the Urza while Slark's still free farming and already having a Diffusal Blade wants the Aghanim Scepter to really run down towers and objectives with. Wisdoms, this time around not gonna be all that contested. Yellow Submarine instead, they want to contest Kotaro. Urza already has the Battle Fury, but delaying his Blink Dagger will keep him from doing exactly what he just did to the Tiny and bursting people down as the teleport a little over ambitious. He did not know Infernal was also there. 5k gold lead for Yellow Submarine. It's not over, but it's starting to look very rough because one of the two, like Urza or Lash, needs to make a big comeback here. The Mars arenas are on point. Mars doesn't need that much money. Eul's and Blink Dagger are both very great for, respectively, getting better arenas and saving your life after. But that's all Mars needs to do, right? He doesn't need to farm. That the Leshrac is too far behind to do more than merely tickle the Slark is a problem, though, and is what can cause the game to fall apart. If, well, they don't change something about their approach, let's just say. Because I'm not even really sure what you do against this. I'm the Slark player in this situation. I do not play against the Slark here. That's my advice, actually. What do you do about this situation? Do not play against Slark with a draft like this. And I don't mean to have fun at them at their expense, because I did say if the Urza goes like 2-0, if the Urza goes 3-0, then despite how much stronger Yellow Submarine's draft is looking, they would have a pretty decent chance. It's just that Kotaro, he isn't quite there. Even though he's farming fairly well, and maybe with the Blink Dagger he can just kind of go for a pickoff, and then with that pickoff initiate a team fight where people got out of position. Because the pickoff, it should be there on the Underlord this time around. Infernal. One more catch, and bam, down he goes. Problems and Puck already on their way in as the Wheel of Wonder procs not on one but on two. Urza tossed right back into it. It's gonna go down. Prada pops like a balloon. Triple kill for Mireille. Wicked sick on the Puck. He's going for that super early Parasma. Got the Blink Dagger already. A ton of int, almost 100. Behold, a big prize. Puck having so much fun. Bitcoin, it's not even that much gameplay. The only thing I think they could do a little bit better is actively go looking for a Phoenix Arena plus Mars Ultimate. But even for that, they need the vision, and they currently got the two of them grouped up, but they immediately got de-awarded twice. So all of the jungle, everything is now as dark as it gets. And without vision, good luck finding a 2 or 3 man Mars Arena plus Egg. Because if you do hit it, you're back to even. You're back to having turned this game around and done the impressive team fight. But just getting it to function is gonna be so freaking hard. Wait, Ringmaster? Ah, okay. He made the mistake of stepping into the river because Underlord was farming around the corner. But the river is currently where everybody wants to fight as Problems. The next target being aggroed from the side of Bitcoin. The egg, however, it's gonna pop. Scrambled eggs and BO3AGI. He smells agility in the water. Prada already dead with the 5 stacks on the Slark. Urza makes sure to jump away from him. Gets Dream Coiled. Slark still has an ultimate. Is gonna be forced to press it. Does he have the damage for Lumiere is the question. Yes, he will, thanks to the Puck coming in. 6 agility. 2 seconds till another pounce is ready with the Aghanims. He will connect it onto the Mars. And even without not being seen, he doesn't have to go back thanks to the temporary regen stolen. 40 health regen a second, 40% extra health regen on top of your total health regen on top of that. And then the most Slark disappears, he goes back to full health. 4, 0, and 4. If you play a Slark, this is exactly how you want it to go, because all of that agility has 1 point of armor worth of agility. Permanent that everybody's gonna be missing. And more importantly, he has the money that he can actually afford a BKB and not worry about needing a defensive item to boast, right? Because Slark actually has a lead. So you're not going to die when people hit you with either a lot of magical damage or even Urza. Like, he can take enough Urza hits basically. That BKB is gonna be worth pressing. Slark jumps away. Ringmaster not quite so lucky with 4 people in the bottom lane. Kind of the sacrificial lamb left behind. Nice cheeky ward is gonna get dewarded sadly as well. Then again, I would like a comeback, because if this is just gonna go to a GG from this 10k gold lead that Yellow Submarine have at 19 minutes, it would be very boring. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, another pause as Lumiere, he is struggling. And this game, one of the series, it isn't really what I expected of it. But with the outdraft, then again, I kind of did, right? And I do think that they did as well, given how much attention everybody on Bitcoin put on the Urza. They kind of knew Urza was gonna be in trouble if he didn't get really rich. I'm not really sure though, I've never seen Leshrac be good this patch. Even in matchups like the Slark, which he hard counters. I don't blame Lumiere, I just blame the hero. I don't think he's, you know, done. I don't think Leshrac is worthless this patch, but I think they've kind of tried patching him into a support, and now we're in a point where, well, the support Leshrac tree is kind of valid, and we've seen it take surprising victories. As a carry, he just falls flat unless you grab a 4 times stacked jungle camp at, I don't know, pre 20 minutes or something. The music getting more dramatic as the reconnect is there, and there's the go. Wonderful. Slar got pinged a bajillion times in the process. They immediately jump Bottega. Bottega, he knew he was living risky though, already having seen that ward. Stays calm, jumps away. And as the Mars Arena missed him completely, just gives the, oh, that's very nice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Will even snipe the courier. As for Yellow Submarine's puck, with the Parasma done, once the courier respawns, he's going for the Aghanim shard. I'm a big fan. It's just 200 at 20 magical damage, but 20 magical damage really adds up. It's 100 to 200 damage every team fight at the bare minimum, just from the right clicks you get in anyway. As the Slark, he's gonna deal with the Lashrac's damage output just by burning all of his mana, taking the agility, leaps onto the Phoenix, gets 2 points off Edgy there. Still not having died at just a single press of an ultimate with 30 seconds cooldown. We're gonna see Urza try to go for a solo Tormentor, but in comes Underlord and he just says nope. Nope. Kotaro, you're gonna suffer instead, and suffer he will. Bottega makes sure to grab yet another point of agility by using the pounds, which of course does get you essence shift stacks, so it triggers the debuff. Infernal immediately gets the oh yes, as he was just there by chance, and that's the best possible outcome. You're not usually that blessed with positioning as far as a game of ticketed official Dota 2 goes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
13k gold lead for the side of Yellow Submarine. Closing out the game is gonna be very difficult, like pushing up the high ground, but every terrain under the high ground is extremely dangerous, and they're warding accordingly. I gotta compliment that from Bitcoin. The vision is there. They know how to hold the line. They know how to hold their own. Do not let Slark get to them. And if they can pull it off, it's definitely gonna be an interesting game number 1 to the final series of the day. Prada, though, popped like a water balloon. Pop!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As problems. Almost got the Phoenix. Instead, he's gonna get agged. And with the Mars Arena, it's just gonna be a single kill. But right now, every kill counts for Bitcoin. They gotta make some cryptocurrency. And Slark pounces Phoenix, kills him in a breeze. Bottega making it look so flawless when that was close to a maximum range pounce. Very close to a maximum range pounce, I should say. Lumiere. He is going for that Guardian Greaves build, which I remember last patch, like early when the new map dropped, it used to be so popular. Leshrac used to farm so freely with all of that mana, with all of that damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lash, just not having a game. GG, go next. I hate to say it, but when you don't have a mid lane, what can you really do? A 3-man smoke trying to catch at least Infernal. I like it. Infernal, though, is ready with the pipe, with the pit. And he throws down the Fiend's Gate. It's too late. Kotaro goes down. In comes the cavalry. Ryu dead, Prada dead. Out they go again. Being able to continue the push on the bottom tower like nothing ever happens. Except the gold lead went up even more for Yellow Submarine and Slark 14 agility. This is looking free. Oh yes, says the Underlord. I really hope that this is gonna be like a series that goes all the way. Because Winter Bear had a series like that where the first game looked super stumpy. And I was like, okay, maybe Winter Bear aren't really feeling it today. Maybe it's not their day. I'm not used to this performance from them. And they ended up pulling through it, was just getting outdrafted too hard in game number 1 that kind of demotivated them. Which, let's be real, it's the case here. Everybody knows this is a super hard outdraft by the side of Yellow Submarine. This is an extremely free Slark game. And they're playing accordingly, right?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
All the lanes getting pushed in. No more tier 2s. But like I said, going high ground is the last big obstacle for Yellow Submarine. Their team is just not well suited for tier 3 push. And we're gonna feel that. Though Slark can kind of go deep and hunt supports, the initiation instead happens over in the top jungle, but Problems gets Kotaro to sit on top of him. And with an angry bear, he is not long for this world. Puck just gets out. Warlock gives away his location, but they didn't pay attention. They could have gotten him there. There was a spear and everything. Okay, there's that 4-man smoking. They're doing something. They weren't just misplaying because they're busy farming. That makes sense at least. Because then they were busy getting in position for the smoke and didn't really see that little golem snitch on everybody. Hey guys, me Raider is still here. With a haste rune, Slark more terrifying than he's ever been, and he gets Prada out of all heroes! A nice Earth Splitter, but guess what, Bottega, like I said, he's got an early BKB and enough stats that it shouldn't matter, but the Mars Arena comes out to protect the egg, and the BKB is gonna be wasted walking back. Not entirely wasted, at least, given that Slark has the Barracuda, but they need to time this reset well, as they are gonna get the Warlock, and Slark gets on top of the Phoenix, will make sure MJZ is not long for this world, godlike, beyond godlike for the Puck meanwhile, 16 agility on the Slark. Mirade is starting to become a right-click beast, having the Aghanim Shard now looking to go for Shiva's Guard. Not the game one I was expecting, ladies and gentlemen, but exactly the kind of spicy, aggressive Dota I was hoping for from Yellow Submarine. And it's kind of sad that it's an outdraft, but I wonder... Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk, I'm not gonna say anything about the side of Bitcoin, other than I want them to win some Bitcoin and la 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 la, let's hope the cast's curse ends. Because I was gonna bring up how Urza doesn't need many items in order to kill people, and if they do the same thing they did on top to the Slark, maybe there's some way to fight against this Aegis, but then Urza died before I could even say it. So now Leshrax being chased down is losing a lot of intelligence, will get caught in the Pit of Malice, takes a lot of damage, beyond godlike for the Puck, while Slark grabs himself another point of agility with the Aegis. Yellow Submarine taking their time now, waiting for creeps, because why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you just chill and be ready for the massive team fight to come out?
Greetings. What is this? A game of some sort?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Slark gets Ryu, tossed back on top of him. And that's gonna be a kill on the Mars. Problems. Not quite getting pounced. As that's gonna be Slark, though, still taking the agility and now going for the egg, as I think that's the equivalent of GG. Even if that's because of package loss or lag spike or whatever. Urza. By the time they unpause, he's gonna be so screwed. Egg is gonna pop first, because Slark can just purge off the Phoenix miss chance. As the reconnect is there, so it was just package loss issues. That's rough though, package loss in the final, well, now probably final team fight of the game, because Mars doesn't have buyback, he still has the arena up. The biggest team fighting tool on the side of Bitcoin hasn't really been used. And this Phoenix egg, it's already popped basically. Not fun when we gotta wait a long while for what's probably a GG. But I just hope that they learn their lesson on Bitcoin and kind of not tilt for the next game, right? Do the mental reset thing. Go for the kind of draft that has a Slark answer. Because half the games we don't even see Slark or any hero in the direction picked, simply because there is good answers to them that aren't a last pick Lash. Which, don't get me wrong, I have faith in Lumiere's ability to play it, and the Earth Splitters have been hitting extremely well. They just haven't really gotten the damage as the go is being called by Prada, and immediately an unpause comes out as the egg. Like I said, it's already popped, but Slark, he does overextend a little bit, loses at least the Aegis, or is that trying to get more? Will perish though, and they just don't have enough resources anymore, even if Bottega trades the Aegis for 1 point of permanent agility. And that hard reset. As the GG will come out, Kotaro, he will accept the hard reality that this is just gonna be a 28-minute stomp, and a well-deserved one, because like I said, the draft was just the last 2 picks. They changed everything for Yellow Submarine. They gave them the draft they needed. They basically just said, okay guys, this is now your game. Okay guys, do whatever the hell you please. That's exactly what happened here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to just a little bit of a pause, as we're gonna get game number 2 ready. And yeah, I wish there was more I could say. They did realize the one mistake that they made that doesn't have to do with the draft, where the Mars Arena and Egg combo wasn't really being utilized effectively in the early game. And to remedy that, Bitcoin, they responded correctly. It was just too little too late, where they grouped up the Mars with the Phoenix. And every time you could solo kill a core with it, you just press the combo, because it prints you money and sets the enemy back. But despite what was a very interesting back and forth, in theory, in practice, the Urza just never had the lead. The Urza never got top of net worth, and without being top of net worth, you can't jump in and expect to survive. So, yeah, new game, new carry for the side of Bitcoin coming up after just a couple of minutes, as hopefully we're not gonna see as much of a stomp once again, though a beautiful performance regardless from Yellow Submarine. I'll see you all in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we are again. We got ourselves the second game of the final best of 3 of the day, as the lower brackets are eliminating yet more teams. It's gonna be either Yellow Submarine or Bitcoin Gaming on the chopping block, and Yellow Submarine with a truly dominant performance in game number 1, realizing that Slark was completely unchecked. Had a way better draft as Bitcoin Gaming this time around. Doing something a lot more solid, they get a Largo, immediately pick 2 great synergy heroes with the Largo. The Tusk, who is great in his own right in every way, and a Viper, who I think is kind of meh on its own, but with either the Centaur or the Largo becomes really good all of a sudden. So as long as you have synergy with Viper, I think it's a good hero. And we're gonna see that here as Gyrocopter gets banned out. Okay, so they fear the drinking buddies. It makes sense. Yellow Submarine, interestingly enough, went for an Ogre. I like the Grimstroke. I think the Grimstroke Ultimate Ogre Magi synergy, Brewmaster synergy is really good. I wonder what they're gonna do in the sense of a carry. The Puck implies that Slark needs to get banned. Makes sense. You don't want Puck Slark against you again. That synergy last game was insane, where you have 2 people sitting in your backlines, one stealing attributes, the other one dealing magical nuke damage. And Bitcoin, they've done some research, morphling one of Yellow Submarine's go-to picks simply because of how fast and aggressive it is, being able to end games 25 minutes as long as you kind of start scaling well and kick off the early game with a bang, right? So Bitcoin Gaming, let's see what their hard carry is gonna be here. Weaver I would have loved, even more so than Gyrocopter, because I think Weaver, you don't need the drinking buddies, you can play a regular tag team Tusk, and you still enable having a ton of damage by the armor reduction, while being kinda squishy to make up for it. But Yellow Submarine, they're gonna be faced with a hero that last game they specifically removed from the draft against Bitcoin. It's gonna be the Abaddon. Alright, a pain in the ass carry to deal with, though a very late game one, but the Slark ban, it makes so much sense, because Slark would have just been impossible for this Abaddon to go through. Yellow Submarine, let's see how they're gonna respond to this, because there isn't that many great answers to the Abaddon, really. Like, I'm half thinking Muerta, because Muerta isn't gonna get killed by Abaddon, but the other way around, Muerta doesn't really hold her own against Abaddon that well without giving him back his health, right? Like, when you press that ultimate to counter the Abaddon ultimate, you don't focus the Abaddon, you still get random gunslinger procs on every hero around it. You can't turn off half of your damage. So, maybe not, but what other carry is a good option? Lifestealer makes no sense. You need something with catch. There isn't that many great carries with catch that kind of jump in like Slark does with the pounds. PA, also way too risky because you instantly get broken by the Viper. What jumps from hero to hero can target switch really quickly, so you don't heal the Abaddon, while also offering good lockdown. This is such a conundrum, because every hero that comes to mind just isn't the thing this patch. If Lone Druid carry was a thing, imagine. Like, this is the perfect Lone Druid carry game, but I really don't know what else. Well, I wouldn't even say perfect Lone Druid carry game, but Lone Druid is the perfect carry out of everything good in the draft remaining. The AoE is lacking, but PL is iffy. Naga Siren isn't really a 1 anyways, like more of a support right now. Yellow Submarine, they held 2 minutes of reserve time left, and they're gonna have to use it all to respond to this Abaddon pick, because all of the good carries that deal with it are either crappy this patch or already gone. Razor would have been so perfect as well, but Bitcoin, they banned it in the second phase of bans already. Yellow Submarine. What? Zeus 1 question mark? Yeah, Mirada locks in the puck. It's gotta be a Zeus 1. Infernal takes Brewmaster. And what? What? It's not even good this game. Like, I'm all for Zeus 1. Okay, it counters the puck. It counters Ryu on the Largo. But it gets absolutely crapped on by Lumiere on the Void Spirit, as well as this offlane support Viper. Because I think it's gonna be a greedy 4 Viper, right? Largo, he rushes his Aghanim Scepter, then kind of starts playing like a support, except that he takes jungle camp, so Viper can kind of farm in the lane and become a core from there. Bitcoin Gaming, super greedy, super high late game draft. They need to win the first 10 minutes, though. If they lose the first 10 minutes, it's gonna be a 2-0 repeat of last game. But Bottega, it's such a high risk pick. I'm not sure why they're doing this. I'm genuinely not sure. Like, Lumiere gets on top of you, you're dead, you old MJZ slows you, you're screwed, Kotaro, like, you should be able to nuke him quite a bit, but he does have the ultimate, so if Abaddon, you know, anticipates your ultimate, then he can instantly be full health and kind of turn a team fight around big time instead. So, chat, as far as I'm concerned, I'd say last game it was like 55-45 as far as the draft goes in favor of Yellow Submarine, and then they won 2 lanes and it was GG. This time around it's 50-50 as far as the draft goes, like, genuinely. And I don't have that good of an estimation on Bottega's Zeus, but I know that this is not that great of a Zeus game, so even if he's the best carry Zeus in the world, he's gonna have to work for it. But the other way around, with Mirele, with the Ogre Magi and the Brewmaster, there's so much teamfight, there's so much chaos, that there's gonna be those teamfights where Zeus just doesn't get caught and kind of goes from the sidelines to suddenly kill 2 or 3 people really freaking fast with the lightning hands. We're gonna see. I'm excited though. Good drafts, the playoffs finally kind of starting to deliver. Or well, lower bracket semifinals. You get what I mean, but somebody's gonna get eliminated today. We're out for blood. An instant pause and Abaddon immediately greets us with a voice line. That's a mean riff, says Largo. Largo, he's fun. I hope they don't change his Aghanims too much. I think Encore needs a buff again, and I really want the Croak of Genius to not have the maximum range anymore. They nerfed it by giving it a 1200 maximum range, when you used to be able to Croak of Genius use or Croak of Genius assassinate. It used to be the funniest stuff ever. They need to enable that combo again and instead just balance the ability around it. As Go When Ready is being called out, and what did you expect, says Bottega, who still seems happy and confident about this Zeus having been picked for him. He better not be wrong. Well, actually he better be wrong, because I want to game number 3. Though, with a 5-man smoke... Zeus, he counters 2 people really hard, he gets countered by 2 people really hard. I can't wait to see what Bottega's build is. Because in theory, if he, let's say, hypothetically, right, he could go Shadowblade. Now Viper isn't an issue anymore, you have a better answer for Abaddon. You're now only countered by 1 enemy hero. Hypothetically, the other way around, let's say you... I don't even know what you build on Zeus, but Kaya, I mean, definitely. Oh? This is like the JoJo's meme. You're approaching us. Prada, you're approaching us. Well, how else can I beat the hell out of Inferno? And that's gonna be a first blood in favor of Bitcoin. As Bitcoin, they are printing that cryptocurrency once again, going in with the Abaddon Shields, one of the most powerful level 1 abilities. They get a 2 for a 3 trade, and a first blood in favor of Bitcoin Gaming as Kotaro does not go down. Problems running for his life. Puck still trying to orb in, but Abaddon already put up a new shield. All the resources are kind of expended. As Grimstroke still trying to fight. He wants Kotaro so badly, but I don't think he's gonna get him. Problems? Oh, he will. He started Fairy Fire as well. Okay, fair enough. 3 for 3. Kotaro, he does not mind going down. He needs to get to his lane. He needs to farm, but would rather die to a tower than feed another kill. Still 100 and something gold going in favor of Bitcoin, as well as just some really good XP advantage with an insanely fast, ridiculously chaotic first blood fight. Zeus, meanwhile, on the bottom lane, just looking for those all-important double nullies, because you're still gonna be lacking mana regen in the first 15 minutes of the game, because every bit of farm is gonna cost you a ton of mana. And then after 15 minutes you can get the passive lightning hands, you can kind of start spamming out lightning just by right-clicking. So even then, all of those extra attributes and the extra end for right-click damage is going to come in really handy. But I wonder how it goes, because Ryu, he's already the kind of hero where, as basically every caster in this league puts it, you're playing without an offlaner the first 10 minutes, since that's just the nature of the cast, and then, or of the Largo, I mean, and then his Aghanim Scepter comes out, and he's an entirely different hero. It's kind of like the old cast, before people kind of went for this aggressive Desolator build, and the ultimate got reduced from, I think it was 7 to 5 seconds cooldown, swapping weapons without the Aghanims. Because I think it was 7 or 7.5 at first, and it was really annoying. And now with 5 seconds on the swap on Cass, you can actually get multiple abilities out. But as for Largo, it's kind of the same thing, minus of course the swap being a factor, but the ultimate, without multiple songs, is it that great? Not really. It could be in theory if you build hyper tankiness, where you just have a pipe, Crimson Guard. That's a very early build we saw on Largo, before he had the Aghanim Scepter as well. Pipe Crimson, and then you're just standing in the middle of the fight, because then you're not just there for one song, but you're there for one, usually the healing song, plus 2 buffs that give every point of health that you give extra value. But speaking of extra health problems, he's gonna eat a Fairy Fire to get just some of that. His stun is gonna be weighted out by the Snowball though, and that means his life is going to be forfeit. Bitcoin holding on to their lead. They will not let go of the gold lead, because Yellow Submarine, once they do get the lead, as you can see from the spike, the moment they had kind of gotten the return kill, the moment Yellow Submarine get the lead, they're immediately going to be able to snowball it. Even though the Zeus 1, I don't know. Like, I'm still uncertain about it. We never see Zeus 1 picked, and you counter 2 heroes. Like I said, he just needs to build an item to deal with one hero that is currently countering him. And then it can be a very fine Zeus game, but how easy that is to facilitate, I have zero idea of. As for Mirela against the Whitespurt, one of the few heroes who counters the puck. So this time around it's a whole different game than last, and Lumiere is really enjoying finally getting a matchup that actually favors him. Though Mirela, he has played this matchup a lot, knows exactly kind of where to position, and will make sure that at the very least Whitespurt isn't getting value. I'm kind of sad that Mirela is not doing my favorite tech on the puck for mid lane. Against Whitespurt you buy a stick. Just buy a stick. He's gonna use at least, let's say, 3 abilities a minute, right? So that's 1 free Fairy Fire every minute, generated in terms of stick charges. Even better than that. It's so good to pick up 1 stick instead of, like, 1 Iron Branch. Just don't get me wrong, you still buy, like, Circlet, Iron Branch, and then Bottle Stick is the build I personally really like. Because you don't need to finish the stick that early as a mid laner. But just having the insane amount of stacks that Whitespurt gives you is still really good. Well, Puck, he wants Lumiere so badly, he's gonna stick on top of him until he finally gets the kill. No teleport available for the side of Bitcoin, as Yellow Submarine, the lead goes back in their favor, and with the win rate immediately jumps back from what was almost 50-50 to Yellow Submarine. Looking scary, a beautiful stun will allow them to de-aggro over on top, where Infernal isn't really doing that much work, but with the Grimstroke, at the very least, they are holding this lane. They are a defensive fort that isn't going to get destroyed easily. Mirela, keeping up the pressure. Level 6 and just 1 lasted. There we go. Dream Coil now available. Is he gonna try to go for a kill on Lumiere? I think it really depends on the rune in 1 minute, where if there's supports to get Puck the rune, he can try to kill off the Void Spirit. Speaking of killing though, we're gonna see a gank rotation over towards the bottom lane, where Bottega needs to be careful when his Ogre Magi is low health, and Zeus in a dangerous spot needs to go back, watch his Ogre die. Ogre extremely tanky, but he is just gonna perish. Nice gank rotation there. Tusk, space created, Abaddon just kind of free farming, because keep in mind that Aphotic Shield is insanely powerful. Pretty mana intensive, but it basically gives you 1.5 heroes worth of health pool, which Kotaro is gonna prove here again, but is 1.5 heroes worth of health pool gonna be enough? No, it is not. even with two debuffs being purged off. Also, over on the bottom lane, Prada will go down to Bottega and the Ogre. As Bottega really wants to kill on Ryu, will get it. Has a Lotus, so he can still keep fighting for a little while. Ogre, man, fighting it up against the Viper, but that's not a clever move given the power of that poison and a snowball coming in on Bottega as well. It's gonna be a kill onto both of them. Well, now Problems is in a lot of problems as... uh-oh. Can he get away? Nope. He may get MJZ, but MJZ still has one more heal and manages to de-aggro the tower in time, staying calm under pressure. Both of them low, but that's a 3-4-0 across the map. Well, 3 for the Largo, technically. The lead, however, being kept out of Yellow Submarine's hands is what it's really about. Because keep in mind, it's still a momentum game. It's still Yellow Submarine kind of wanting a repeat of last game. And in terms of net worth, you can see that Puck and Bottega on the Zeus are both still insanely rich. Abaddon also extremely rich, but Largo struggling hard, and Whitespirit not doing as well as you'd think against the Puck. Bottega bursts down, turns around with a lot of damage. Out comes a snowball to stun him up. He has two teammates sitting on top of him, but tanking 3, he will perish. Prada gets a beautiful ice shard, a little bit more damage from the Ogre, will finish him off, and there's the ignite to make sure that Prada dies. Can Kotaro be finished as well? Largo says nope, tries to save him, but the Primal Split is out, and with the Primal Split out, Brewmaster, he needs this kill. He knows how valuable this carry Abaddon is, gets him, and even gets a ton of damage onto Ryu before the Primal Split finally wears off, as Ryu running for his life, Viper in the backline's trying to help him out. MJZ, he loves those greedy supports, and I love myself a Viper support with the Bracer here. But Ryu gets killed off by Mirada, and MJZ, he's the last one left, having slowed up everyone, having been very annoying. He manages to teleport out beautifully, getting himself top. Alright, see, I love him on the greedy heroes. He knows what he's doing a lot, but Yellow Submarine, they get the gold lead back with that the win rate is in their favor, as even with 3 deaths on the Zeus, Zeus and Puck are currently leading the net worth chart, as Mirada... Wait, they got Kotaro again. Kotaro, you're not supposed to be on top as MJZ, the one they keep on pinging, and the one that they kind of forced back before running down the Abaddon. MJZ sitting in the tree line. Ogre, meanwhile, died over on bottom lane thanks to a little bit of a rotation from Prada, while MJZ, with the Puck still on top, is gonna perish. Lumiere dominating. Mirada dominating, sorry. Lumiere, 4 assists. That's rough. He participated in just as many kills as the Puck, but didn't get any of them. No, well, no, actually Puck participated in 2 more just now, never mind. Not if you count those 2 on top, but before that. As Puck is looking to go for a Witchblade, offering a lot of extra damage, offering a lot of extra slow and, you know, just general annoyance for when those chase moments occur. Whereas Ryu, as Largo does, he's just rushing the Aghanim Scepter. He needs that Radiance farm speed as soon as possible. And I love that he's skipping the ultimate. I'm actually quite a fan of it. We're gonna see the Walrus punch out on the Ogre. Catchy lick, and bam! Kill goes down to Prada on the Tusk. Return kills, a precious resource for either team right now. Because Abaddon is 1 and 4. But Zeus is 2 and 3, so neither carry is really having a great game, and Zeus kind of falls off if you just rely on having a couple of kills as a Zeus 1 position. This hero is greedy as everything. Bottled up illusion for the Void Spirit, incentivizes them even further to go for this kill, and Grimstroke, he dodges the Remnant, tries to stay alive as long as possible. Problems, makes a bunch of space, puts the stun on the Puck, is gonna go down, but for Prada it's a support for support to start things off with, while Void Spirit, Void steps out of there. These wards, quite troublesome for the side of Yellow Submarine though, really paying dividends here. Also, why early on, Puck won the lane so hard against the Void Spirit who technically counters him. The wards were just that much better, and Mirada, he's a seasoned Puck spammer, he knows what he's doing. So those two factors coming together made things super rough for the Void Spirit. But here it's gonna prevent disaster for the side of Bitcoin Gaming and allow Bitcoin Gaming to push this bottom tier 1 a decent bit, while Yellow are just kind of forced to bide their time and hope that this use starts hitting the snowball timing soon enough. He is kind of making his own stacks and farming them insanely fast with the Chain Lightning at least. While we watch Bottega farm, wait. Brewmaster? I mean, he doesn't have a split, but I guess he didn't expect Lumiere to come top. Very nice Lumiere, getting more kill involvement and keeping those stacks up on the Urn of Shadows. Well, almost having enough gold to upgrade it into that super early Spirit Vessel. That has kind of been domineering this meta, right? Like, early Spirit Vessel to deal with those two heroes that are just too tanky to kill is really, really good. Well, it's usually two. In this case, it's Ogre and Brewmaster. Kotaro, farming rough, he decides to go for a Hand of Midas. It has been buffed, it prints a little bit more money, so it's still relevant with the modern GPM that heroes generate, whereas MJZ, Grimstroke ulted up, he's just gonna have to walk back, not getting any kill, but still not the best for Yellow Submarine. They're not being as aggressive as they want to be, they're not really depriving the enemies of that much farming space just yet. Bottega comes close towards bottom lane. Is he gonna get reinforcement from his team? It looks like it with the Ogre Magi. Prada gets caught and gets killed off by Mirela with massive right clicks and a mega kill already coming out. Witchblade paying dividends as Puck is saving up for his Blink Dagger, and Viper all the way over on top lane died to a Primal Split coming out, and one of the Broodlings kind of running into him by chance, finding out his position, and that's a death sentence against the Brewmaster ultimate, which Infernal is gonna get to level 2 at a very good timing. Yellow Submarine, they're having a really good day. Holding on to the win rate, more importantly, making sure that their greedy SUs is getting all the space he needs. Brewmaster, though, may get punished for that ultimate kill earlier. But Puck comes on in, trying to turn things around with a 2-man Dream Coil, 2-man Silence. Abaddon forced to ult. And Puck now in a dangerous spot, gets wall rush punched up, has an Ogre coming and has this use ultimate to help him out. Mirada jumps away. Lumiere wants the kill so badly, but he cannot get it. Silenced up again. Mirada, he even asks for the BM high five. Is he gonna die? Nope. Nope, he's not. He's gonna live with a sliver of HP. Holy crap. Oh, that's gotta be so tilting. 3k gold lead for Yellow Submarine. Last game, the Slark was my MVP, which is easy in an unchecked Slark game, I guess, but knowing how to play Slark to that extent, him and Slark being one of my favorite heroes is just very impressive to me. Puck we see a lot more often, it's just been a good hero for basically the entire big patch since the last map dropped. So, Mireille, the last game, well, also having played it basically perfectly, wasn't quite my MVP, but this time around for sure, because this time around, he's pretty much the only one making plays right now, while Zeus is just kind of enjoying the space and making sure GPM number go up. At least having the ultimates to start participating in kills and generating some assist gold is also very nice for Bottega, though. It's gonna keep him on the top 3 of net worth for a while longer. Though, at the very least, the one kind of redeeming news for Bitcoin Gaming and their fans is that with the Aghanim Scepter coming in soon, Ryu is gonna be a different beast entirely. He basically goes from a frog to a dragon when he has that, it's insane. And I do love that huge power spike because it's led to Largo being played as a core rather than as a support. Puck though on top of Task pop, and boom, unstoppable. Haste Rune paying dividends for Mirela. He's going 6-0 and 6. Beautiful stats as with that Blink Dagger almost done. He's gonna have an even easier time not just hunting the backlines but also actually initiating those fights. Well, Bottega. 10 seconds till he has another ultimate. I wonder if you just go second item Aghanim Scepter and keep AFK farming the entire time. That's what I would do, judging from the way he's been playing this use. Just sit in the jungle, right click while helping the team with the odd ultimate and Aghanim Scepter as Prada gone on, but it's gonna be a full team follow up from the side of Bitcoin. Bitcoin killing off Infernal, making sure the Primal Split cannot come out, removing the most dangerous teamfight tool from the side of Yellow Submarine. But Yellow Submarine, they may still want to go, given that the Zeus ultimate is there. Let's see. Or not. Okay, fair. Fair Bottega. He's gonna be busy. He can't spare mana for an ultimate right now. Look at that. The Aghanim Shard is there. The Bloodlust is there. And he immediately goes for a massive stack. Getting this Ogre Magi pick to help him farm so quickly. Say Kaya and Yasha done. Kaya and Yasha for the attack speed is also very interesting because it ups your DPS by so much. It ups your farming speed by so much. But you are as Zeus, so you fall off. Lumiere with the Silence. Okay, Silence is not going to bother Zeus that much. But one thing that's really going to destroy him is Singular Silver Edge. I've played my share, well, not my share of Zeus carries. I've played him for like 3 games. But that was before Silver Edge was what it is now, back when it was still a decent bit better and everybody built it. So maybe it's good again this patch. We're gonna see though. As Infernal punches down Prada, it will be another nice kill for Yellow Submarine. While MJZ sets up onto the Ogre. Ogre getting unlucky with the multicast. He's gonna get knocked around a corner and catchy lick to finish him off to make sure Ryu can keep on the scaling. Almost having a Kaya of his own.
Dire's bottom tower.
Out farming this Abaddon by a ton, but Abaddon, well, he's not farming that quickly just yet. He is getting himself a precious, precious Radiance, which will allow him to speed up the game so much. A scan comes out as Puck and Grimstroke wrapping around, looking for a potential carry kill. But decide just pressuring the tower has got to be enough for now. Besides, the push is okay. Mirada, he's so fat that Puck's generic lack of right-click damage, especially against buildings where you don't get the benefit from the Aghanim Shard, isn't as big an issue as it usually is. Parasma already queued up before 20 is always a good sign. Well, not a good sign for the side of Bitcoin Gaming, who are gonna pay hard-earned cryptocurrency. 2 problems who kills off Prada with a little bit of help from his Puck. A dozen pings flying as MJZ kind of showed, trying to be aggressive, trying to, you know, make space on the support Viper. And I like how supportive he's playing, right? Go drums, go bracer, just kind of play tanky, and mostly use the corrosive skin and the ultimates to benefit your team in the fights. With the Largo, the synergy is there. But team fighting is just so hard. If it gets to like 45 minutes or whatever, that's when things are gonna look super free and Yellow Submarine are just kind of gonna be stuck in their base on the defensive instead. As over on the top lane, MJZ trying to set up on the Zeus. A scan comes out revealing Bottega's location, though Bottega already moving on with how fast he's farming. He is a hard target to catch. MJZ wants to chase. Bloodlust comes out and he has an Ogre on top of him. Oh no, the most awkward pause ever! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be exciting. That's so bad though. Go is being called immediate. Okay, Ryu, let's see. Is the Zeus gonna get caught? Is he just gonna leap and kill off the Tusk? Anything can happen right now. Bajillion pings that are gonna be visible after pause, and Zeus jumps away as expected. The break is there, though, the snowball as well. Puck with a nice 2-man silence, but the Zeus is taking way too much damage. Bottega goes down, no ultimate to be delivered this fight, and without a large source of their damage, Yellow Submarine are about to lose problems. Yeah, well, that was a problematic pause timing. 3-man silence from the Puck, however, keeps the teamfight turned around as Lumiere goes down with the Brewmaster split. That leaves Abaddon completely out of position for the follow-up kill. Puck with the orb still hunting MJZ, and MJZ getting found out, getting witch-bladed. dies to Infernal as well. Infernal quite happy about that double kill as Largo. His teamfight auras are needed. He needs to. Okay, BKB I like. Like, go Kaya, go BKB. But I would like a pipe as well. Like, just having a pipe against the Zeus gotta be quintessential. Because even when you kill him, he got like 4 or 5 half damage arc lightnings across 4 heroes. So let's say that's 90 damage times 4. We're gonna round down to be generous. 350. 350 times 4. Just 1,200 damage while being mostly stun locked up and only being able to right click. Sure, it doesn't scale its magic damage, but imagine a singular pipe setting back the Zeus, basically an entire big item worth of damage on top of onto everyone whenever the pipe is just used in the fight, right? I think that's totally worth it. Because Bottega, well, I hate the Zeus one, I don't think it's the way to go this patch. Thanks to Puck, he's actually having the game that he wants. Mirada, he's just kind of making up the difference that this being a rough Zeus game entails, right?
Radiant are scanning.
9k up for yellow sub means the win rate is gonna be stuck here. And I think that's fair. I actually agree. Because the 25% are the chance that it just is gonna be a very kind of slowed down game. Bitcoin managed to delay enough to get to the late game and then absolutely destroy Yellow Submarine, who kind of need to be ending within the next 10 to 20 minutes already. So, while this Void Spirit gets caught, Dream Coil has to be committed. Zeus ultimate came out though, and that's the dead Void Spirit if I've ever seen one. One more right click is gonna do the trick. The orb is there as well. Mirada trying to catch the Tusk, and Tusk can teleport with problems being there as well, adding to the damage. Double kill for the Puck. Godlike. He finds himself an Arcane Rune, making him even scarier the next time he has to go in somebody, and oh no! Abaddon, he has his Radiance. He's grouped with his Viper even to kind of have safety while farming, but with the Brewmaster Primal Split, they just run the both of them down, going for the aggressive tower dive, and then immediately slapping down the tier 1 like it's nothing. Because at 22 minutes, if you're this fat, let's be real, it is. Holy cow! Ryu, he needs the BKB and he knows it, just kind of sitting in the jungle playing dung 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 dung. Nice and catchy music to make sure the creeps around him perish. Tusk taken down. Void Spirit jumps forward, but he has already been slowed up by the Grimstroke, and good of Lumiere to immediately change his mind. Definitely the smarter move, as they all back off. And yeah, Yellow Submarine's gold lead, it has to be respected. Zeus, he is going for the full spellcaster build, with a BKB now being queued up as well, though he does have a Hurricane Pike to both help him escape and kind of get the right clicks in between. Still though, Bloodstone and BKB, very interesting choices. He has some armor, not that much, but Brewmaster also opting for an Octarine instead of the Auras is the interesting thing, because it's not like he can't afford to with the Midas. But, okay, Ogre's building a pipe, that's what's happening. So, we see the support Ogre picking up a Midas and catching up a net worth to Problems and even to the Void Spirit, who only has 10k gold, as Ogre is approaching that pipe, but in comes a beautiful initiation for a change. Nope, Ogre tanks to the Remnant instead for the Puck, saving Puck's life, and with that Ogre save, Prada goes down, Lumiere goes down. It's gonna be Ryu caught off guard, and double for the Zeus, double for Problems. Bottega, ha, what did you expect, he says, as the entire mid lane gets obliterated. Oh no, don't tell me like the one really hyped series I get today is still gonna end in a 2-0 stomp. Then I'm really cursed. Because don't get me wrong, chat, I do believe in the late game potential, I do believe in the comeback here, but at this rate it's just gonna be so much that's asked of the side of Bitcoin Gaming. They need to get a huge cash infusion, not just onto their Abaddon, but onto everyone. Because Abaddon, if he can AFK farm towards his Manta Style and just finish the Manta Style, from the point he has the Manta on, his farm is basically going to be guaranteed, because he can safely send his illusions out of the base. But over on top lane, Zeus gone on by the Void Spirit. In comes the Ogre, tries to stun, gets silence, tries to teleport out. Zeus will be caught. Ogre managed to get away with his life intact at least. But that is a high value Bottega carry kill worth 1,200 gold. Roshan, if they could grab it, it would be massive. Yellow Submarine, however, they do have a puck with everything ready. And, okay, Primal Split is 35 seconds. That's kind of awkwardly long. Puck is starting to contest the pit, realizes that everybody is positioned around there. Brewmaster comes in, gets silenced up immediately, but Grimstroke comes and proves that Brew is just the bait. Prada goes down once again. Void Spirit so close to dying, will get his shield out, however, as the Ogre dies for it. And with how much farm he's got, he's going to end up feeding away a lot of gold. Roche Pit still contestable looking. Though the split is out, and the split not gonna be used by Brewmaster. Science Infernal, however, will proc it. Uses it to turn around on the Largo. Largo about to be killed off. Well, Problems did die, so Kotaro makes sure to at least run down one support. As his Abaddon is being killed off extremely quick, though. Bottega. He may be a squishy glass cannon of a hero, but his damage output is insane. He will be forced to BKB with a Viper ultimate. Turns around the moment the Abaddon ultimate ends, but the BKB is already expired, so Zeus dies first. Abaddon will die for that, so will the Viper. Zeus. See, this is why Zeus isn't really a hero this patch, and why I told you guys it's a rough Zeus game, because even though Zeus as a 1 position is incredibly strong, everything this patch counters you. Viper, spell resistance built in. Largo, very good at sustained fights where Zeus wants to burst, and everybody who lives being healed up is the opposite of what he wants. And the same with Abaddon, who isn't even that meta this patch, but still super hard to nuke for the Zeus. Mirada, meanwhile, not having died a single time is the main reason that it still looks like it's gonna be a 2-0 in favor of Yellow Submarine. Puck is making up what his carry is lacking, because the one thing you can definitely praise Zeus for is a ton of space being created and a ton of tempo being added to the team fights every time he presses R.
But I'm worth so much more.
Task, not finding any catch, not finding any initiation. Once again has a target on the still surprisingly rich Bottega Zeus. He's at 300 last, it's at pre-30 minutes, that's really good farm. Dream Coil just out on the Largo, but preventing the Largo's song from doing all of the damage in the team fight sets up more potentially, as Mirada already beyond godlike. He's gonna catch up to MJZ, and he's hitting MJZ in the back with all the damage Puck has got. Dodges the tower shot, decides to go back and chill for a little while, but with the mid tier 2 already down, these tier 2s, they need to be protected. At the very least, there's also one on top that Tusk is going to make his mission to keep alive, while Mirada.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shiva's guard once again. And Brewmaster, he blinked away from the Walrus Punch. Is instead just teleporting over to bottom. Oh no, this is so cheesy. Infernal, he's saying come on and defend. As Puck silenced up, taking a lot of damage. Void Spirit in the Dream Coil, doing his best to stay alive, but out comes a perfect triple stun from the Ogre. Bottega ults to steal the kill. Well, it's not a kill steal, he's the carry. He ults to secure the kill for himself, as he's of course the one position, I mean. And surprisingly enough, not going for an Aghanim Scepter, when I think the Aghanim Scepter with the puck already almost having the Shiva's Guard would be such a huge benefit, but that's gonna be Largo dead once again. That's gonna be the Abaddon ultimate popped.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bloodlust on a puck, not really the most traditional hero to put that on, but for how hard Mirel is right-clicking.
Dire's bottom
I think that high five that he's asking for is deserved, forcing the fortification, blinking back and then immediately keeping up the pressure. First tier 3 has fallen, ladies and gentlemen. From here it's probably gonna be disaster, as Bottega proves that even on an unorthodox hero like that Zeus 1, he can secure victories, at the very least if Yellow Submarine don't end up in a position where they can't push for 10 minutes. Because then it's gonna be GG and they're gonna fall apart. And in comes Initiation with a massive Walrus Punch, but the Abaddon already forced to ultimate MJZ cannot withstand the Zeus, who with his BKB. Look, the right click damage isn't even that big once he's only hitting 1 or 2 people. It's the AoE that makes him viable, but Bottega, he's still gonna get a triple kill, because at the start of that fight he hit like 4 of them. And Abaddon without the ultimate will perish, as so will the Tusk, and it may even be a team wipe, because guess what, Brewmaster's still chasing, though Lumiere is quite as capable with another Remnant and another Void Step.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As there's another pause. This time around on the side of Yellow Submarine is Yellow Submarine. They're pushing all the lanes. They are already putting the game to a point where I gotta pull up the buyback status. And it's kind of a shame when games end this decisively, or even look this decisively, right? As yeah, Yellow Submarine, they do love to play aggressive, they do love to play in your face, and if it backfires it also usually ends at 35 minutes. But here it's just 2 games in a row where they win 2 of the lanes from start to finish, basically. Never having to struggle, never having to work for it. Though I do think that's a very impressive testament to both their drafting and to how used they are to this aggressive in-your-face playstyle that is kind of signature of theirs. Let's be real about that.
Interesting.
Reconnect from the Grimstroke is there. Well, Mireille just says, interesting. Glad Puck is entertained. And the go is getting called as Mireille annihilating the mid tier 3.
Dire's middle tower
And the top tier 2 is also almost dead. One final defense, one final chance for the side of Bitcoin Gaming. Can they somehow make it back? According to the Dota win rate, the chances of it happening are 2%. I hate to say that I'm inclined to agree. This patch Dota 2 win rate, for 90% of heroes, it's just super accurate. There's a few heroes that get over or undervalued, but these megas are going to be impossible to defend against at 34 minutes into the game, while Voidspirit tries to jump on the puck. Puck, though, jumps away, and Abaddon can't really find an angle to go as the Brewlings obliterate the barracks, maybe after the Primal Split, but the Primal Split, it's still going. The Grimstroke ultimate already out onto Zeus ult to follow it up with a 2-man lightning strike, and down goes the Void Spirit. Yellow Submarine, simply the superior team, at least when it comes to being allowed to play this aggressive in-your-face aggro playstyle. And I will say, the first 10 to 12 minutes looked really good, really clean Dota from the side of Bitcoin Gaming. It's kind of afterwards where it went wrong. We can take our time and look at like a graph or two, because I'm afraid this has been the last game of the day already at the EPL Championships. Though, see what I mean? Like, up till here, everything was good, and then it was like, okay, one team fight that if Bitcoin had won it, the game 3 would almost be secured. Another team fight lost, and now it's scary because your Abaddon is behind, your Void Spirit is also behind, and your two main important damage dealing roles are both gonna be lacking gold. And then 20 minutes wasn't even the final nail in the coffin, but that was the point where they said to themselves, okay, we gotta play to defend, we gotta play to get to that late game, to get to our comeback condition. And from there, I think the story is pretty obvious. Because one little, like, 3v3 trade gave them hope, but okay, for what? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I think I'm cursed that every time I get a super hype, supposedly hype series, it ends in a 2-0 stump. But I do appreciate all of you watching. I do hope you all will tune in tomorrow again, as there's 2 more best of 3s left, and then the grand finals, of course, which I cannot wait to see who gets through. With Winter Bear, Team Lynx, and now Yellow Submarine still left in the mix to determine who goes up against Dixo in the grand finals. With that, peace out, have a great one. I'll be seeing you all tomorrow probably, and thanks so much for watching. See ya.